Hi Virgo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your May 2025 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as opening in front of us, it's a Celtic cross spread as always, and also pulled the 4 agreements and wisdom of the oracle card for you guys. But we're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your folks should be as far as that goes. Right, we have 2. So second house energy for you guys is Libra. In general, second house points to possession, self-worth, finances. Astrologically speaking, that area of the zodiac's a little quiet now, but maybe some of you are still feeling the residual effects of that full moon we had in Libra recently. Right, we have Aries, and we're actually just wrapping up Aries season at the time of recording this. Of course, we've had Chiron there for some time. Recently, Neptune moved into Aries as well. And toward the end of May, we're actually going to have Saturn move into Aries as well. I will have Mercury moving through there until the 10th of May. And am I missing something? Venus, maybe? Yeah, Venus will be in basically on April 30th. It's going to move into Aries, and it'll be in Aries all of May. So definitely a lot of energy going on in Aries for you guys, and that's actually your 8th house of possessions. Death, rebirth, intimacy, and investments, I should say. And we have Jupiter. So Jupiter is actually in Gemini, which is your 10th house of career and social status. And we also have Jupiter represented in your main spread as well. So we'll keep that in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have Justice, which is Libra energy. And challenging that, we have the Devil, Capricorn energy. So what I'm seeing with this could just be saying that you might be waiting for the scales to be balanced within the situation, but currently you might feel like you're stuck in the circumstance that you can't break free from. So for some of you, this could be around finances. For some of you, it could even be a relationship, given the artwork we see here, right? But for the majority of you, I'm feeling like this is more of a financial thing, though. So yeah, it could just be one of those things where, for example, let's say this might even be money that's owed to you already, right? But for whatever reason, maybe even for some of you going as far as going through the court system, you might be trying to get that money, but it could just be one of those things where it's just not freed up just yet. In foundation position, we have the Empress. So I feel like this is saying that for a lot of you, you're being asked to remain patient through the situation. Now, of course, for a much smaller percentage of you, this could just be saying if you guys are the ones who've been, maybe if you've been overspending, let's say, right? This has just been a cycle of materialism you've been in, and that's what you're trying to break free from. And then it could just be saying that this could actually be something that you're being nudged away from. But for the majority of you, I feel like it's more the first thing, which is to say that, if you know something's due to you, try to remain calm and let the energies play out this month. In the past position, we have the 5 of Wands. So yeah, this could have been something that could have caused some conflict as well. So yeah, so for some of you, this actually does seem a little more likely that, at least for a decent portion of you, this could be something that could be going through the legal system in some way, right? Because maybe there was some dispute over who was owed what, things along those lines there. But yeah, that could be what's going on there. And I do have to say, for some of you as well, given that Leo energy is 12th house, this could even just be multiple thoughts that have been running through your minds that have been overwhelming you around the situation. All right. In the present position, we have the Queen of Wands. So this is Aries energy here, which we did see come up with the dice, and we talked about all of those transits that are going to be progressing through Aries through the month of May. So yeah, ultimately, this could just be saying that this is really something that you've been waiting on. Again, like I said, I feel like this is something that's already owed to you, but for whatever reason, it's been held up. All right. In the near future position, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is Jupiter energy, which we also mentioned came up with your dice as well. So yeah, it could just be saying that ultimately you'll see when the time is right. Right, and I feel like once you do as well, you'll also understand why these delays might have had to happen, where you might have felt stuck in a certain situation. But yeah, to me, this is that fairly soon you'll start to see progress in the situation. All right, in your position of your influence in the situation, we have the Three of Wands. So yeah, so this is, to me is another indicator that for a lot of you, this is something that you ultimately feel was already owed to you, but for whatever reason, there could have been some hold up there. So I feel like this is saying that this is the energy that you guys have been in. So for the majority of you, it looks like you have been attempting to be patient around the situation, but maybe for some of you might feel like that patience is starting to run out. All right, in the environment position, we have Death. So yeah, so for some of you, this could just be pointing to the full moon that we're going to have in Scorpio, which will be around right around the middle of May. So it could just be saying that for some of you, might actually start to see an end to the situation come as early as that time, or at the very least, I feel like this is saying you might get some indicators that that's when the situation's going to be wrapped up for you. In the hopes or fears position, we have the Nine of Wands. So yeah, so this could be something that you've been waiting on for a long time too. So for some of you, 9 months, 9 weeks, maybe even as far back as 9 years, right? Especially given that the nodes tend to take around, ballpark 18 or so years to go around the zodiac. So something where maybe you had the north node in your sign back then. Now you have the south node in your sign. You could see something being resolved around that. All right, and in the outcome position, we have the Hanged Man. So this is usually for me a Piscean energy, but I feel like ultimately this is saying that as you progress through the month, you will actually start to look at things from a different perspective and try to figure out what the situation was meant to show to you on a spiritual level. Right, bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. So yeah, so this is definitely an indicator that this is something that was in play for quite some time, might have fallen off the radar, and now it seems to be coming back around. And yeah, like I said, ultimately, I feel like this is saying, even though you might be feeling stuck right now, given the major arcana cards that we have scattered throughout the spread, I feel like this is saying, even if it doesn't fully resolve this month, I feel like you're going to get clear indicators that it will resolve, and you're going to have an idea of how it's going to be resolved, seemingly in your favor, too. Yeah, and speaking of which, beneath that we do have the Six of Wands, too. So for a lot of you, it seems like it'll work out in your favor. All right, so from the Four Agreements deck, we have Don't Make Assumptions, and it says Let Your Life Be Transformed. All right, it says when you stop making assumptions, your word becomes impeccable and your life is completely transformed. Magic just happens in your life. What you need comes to you easily because spirit moves freely through you. Yeah, definitely an interesting message there. If nothing else, that seems to align with what we were saying as far as looks like karmically, you might not have to worry about the situation not going your way. I feel like this is saying that some things are going to be put in motion this month that'll show you that things will be moving in a positive direction for you. All right, and from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Not For You. There's the artwork, and the number is 6. So, see what this has to say. All right, essential meanings says a clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. The Oracle's message. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the results you seek always seem to elude you. It is as if you don't really get to be in the game and you feel you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now, that indeed your dreams for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to readily accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what's for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Trust this. So yeah, interesting message there, right? Because especially when it emphasizes not that exact thing, right? So if you feel like you are stuck in a situation, like you're held back in a certain situation, this could just be saying that ultimately this could be setting the wheels in motion for something better to come your way. So be on the lookout for that too. The relationship message says some relationships carry an innate seed of failure in them that is obvious from the beginning, but the red flags escape your observation or you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it's not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you are the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both your sakes. For every pot there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit. So interesting message there. I did say briefly when we were talking about the devil energy that for some of you it could be a relationship. It seemed a little less likely that that was the case. It seemed more related to finances. But if that is the case and it is around a relationship, that could even be what the death card is representing there as well. So hopefully that resonated. The prosperity message says you can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plans seem to go awry in spite of it all. Keep in mind that no effort is wasted. Fail fast and learn from defeat. Then keep going. You will eventually succeed, although perhaps not at this game, not at this time. Know when to fold your cards. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, especially again pointing to timing. And like we said, we do see the Wheel of Fortune in the near future. So yeah, like I said, even if it feels like things are blocked up for you now, for some of you it could even be as early as, like I said, around that Scorpio full moon, or at the very least you might start to see a shift around that time and propel you forward in a positive way. So hope it resonates for you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.